I'm Mr. MegaManFan. Welcome back to Homebrew Review, and today we are taking a look at Colony 7 for Atari 2600. Now, this was originally an arcade game that goes by the same name, Colony 7. This conversion was made by Manuel Rustcar. I am probably mispronouncing that, Manuel, and I am so sorry. He also did 2600 games such as Seawolf, Crazy Balloon, Starfire, and Gunfight. So he's quite an experienced programmer, and I think it shows in the quality of this introduction, complete with a very stylized Colony 7 graphic, background music, and a little chart that shows you the value of all of the different things that you're shooting down. And the gameplay is essentially a missile command type of format, except instead of destroying slowly descending missiles under your crosshairs, you're destroying fast-moving aliens that want to wipe out your colony. But the effect they have is the same. They are dropping bombs on the colonists below, and if you don't shoot them down, they're going to break through the barrier and kill everybody in sight. So you have to get them as soon as they appear on the screen as fast as you can, but you also have to manage which type of aliens you're shooting at, because if you miss one of those UFOs that goes across the top, it drops a bomb on you that's undestroyable and takes out one of your turrets. And if it takes out both turrets, you're defenseless and they break through your forces and you lose a life. You get 3 lives to start out with, and each wave that you survive, there are faster and more numerous amounts of aliens that you have to defend yourself against. It's a very simple but effective gameplay loop. Survive, clear the wave, save your colony, and then go on to deal with even more threats to said same, and get the highest score you can while the intensity keeps ramping up. I got steadily better at playing this as I went on, but I won't claim to be a Colony 7 expert. I will, however, note that this is a game that's available from the Atari Age store, so you can try a ROM of it, but you can also buy a physical cartridge and even get it complete in box if you want. The loose cartridge itself is $25. Let me try adding it to cart right now to see what it would cost if you want the box. Where is that option? Please choose your options. NTSC, PAL 60. It said there was a box option. Let me go back and reread what it says here. If you'd like a boxed copy, please select Box Upgrade Yes at the top of the page before adding to cart. Box Upgrade Yes, add $15. Okay, so if you want it complete in box, it's $40, which seems very reasonable for a game of this quality. I think I will probably be making that purchase, but I just want to tell you that in the meantime, if you want to try it yourself, go to AtariAge.com, click on the Atari 2600 tab under Systems, go down to the search guide, type in Colony 7, and you can find a ROM. Just click on the Pac-Man logo, and it will download a zip file with both PAL and NTSC format. Use whatever emulator you want, Stella, OpenEMU, RetroArch, etc., and so on, and you can give this one a go for yourself. I think some people will be surprised at just how good Colony 7 is on such a primitive console, but programmers who really know their chops have found ways to trick out the 2600 and get every last pixel of play out of this system, despite the meager amount of processing power, video RAM, CPU cycles, all of that. It's really a testament to skill when it comes to a programmer putting together something like this. Was the original Colony 7 a success in the arcades? I'm sure that this homebrew version has done well for Atari Age because it's been available for quite a few years now. Let's see, how long has it been available? Colony 7, go back to this page again. Colony 7 has been on sale. 8K of RAM. Okay, it's not telling me that there. I'm going to go back. Colony 7. Self-published in 2007. So this game has been available for 14 years on Atari. In the arcade, it came out much earlier than 2007, of course. Taito released this one way back in 1981. The wiki page for it says it contains elements of both Space Invaders and Missile Command. I think that's actually a great description of it because I already made the comparison to Missile Command in terms of using the crosshairs to play the game, so accurate description is accurate. Thank you, Wikipedia. It's also claimed that this arcade game was the inspiration for the Magic release Atlantis on Atari 2600, and I could definitely see the similarities between the two, so I'll grant them that one as well. It doesn't say whether or not it was any kind of success in the arcade, though, just that it was released in 1981 and later included on the Taito Legends compilation. Let's see if it was available in both NTSC and other, if it was available in PAL. Where's Colony 7 on this list? 1981. It's not included on Taito Memories, a series of video game compilations in Japan. So apparently it's exclusive to Taito Legends. If you don't get it on Taito Legends on PS2, Xbox, or Windows, you can't get it. You can't get it separately for whatever reason. Well, Colony 7 is one of the highest quality homebrew Atari 2600 games I've played in a while. It definitely sucks you in and keeps you coming back for more just because you're constantly moving the crosshairs around trying to catch up with all the things that are out to get you. And what's really fun, if you stop and think about this for a while, is that sprites, as we know them in video games, are almost, not completely, but almost non-existent on the 2600. You had like a ball and a couple of missiles and nothing that was like a full character on the screen. So you had to really be clever to not only program the enemies and the objects on the screen, but the hitboxes surrounding each one of them. So I know I say this a lot in these kind of videos, but it really is true. The programmers who make Atari 2600 homebrews, Atari VCS homebrews, really deserve recognition for the level of achievement that they have managed with a game like this. So do yourself a favor, try Colony 7, maybe even pick up a copy, a loose cartridge for $25 or a complete in box for $40 if you have a 2600 or anything compatible that plays 2600 games, whether it's the 5200 adapter, the ColecoVision adapter, one of those Retron devices. I believe they called the one that plays Atari 2600 the Retron 77 in honor of the year the Atari VCS first came out. And enjoy this game. You will find yourself getting invested in it as much as I did to have this much footage to show you and still want to keep playing it even after I'm done giving you the voiceover for this video because I got to the 5th squad or 5th wave, whatever you want to call it, and now I want to see if I can get even further than that. There's no end, there's no point where you win. You just keep going as far as you can for as long as you can, and that for me is a vintage arcade game style. It's very much Space Invaders Missile Command in those respects. Survive for as long as you can.